Welcome back to Tomato Review, where we break down the best and most mind-bending movies. Today, we're delving into the chaotic, gritty world of David Fincher's Fight Club. Get ready to explore a film that's as deep and layered as a parfait, or should I say, a particularly disturbed onion. Let's dive into the mayhem, shall we? Fight Club, released in 1999 and based on Chuck Palahniuk's novel of the same name, is a psychological thriller that takes us on a wild ride through identity, consumerism, and masculinity. It's a cult classic that continues to provoke thought and inspire a multitude of dorm room posters. Our story follows the unnamed narrator, played by Edward Norton, who's living the American dream, or is he? By day, he's a typical corporate drone, suffering from chronic insomnia and numbed by consumer culture. By night, he finds solace in support groups for ailments he doesn't actually have. Because nothing says self-care like crying over someone else's sob story, right? When people think you're dying, they really listen to you, instead of just. Enter Tyler Durden, the charismatic soap salesman played by Brad Pitt, who turns the narrator's mundane life upside down. Together, they form the infamous Fight Club, a secret society where men vent their frustrations by punching each other senseless. Forget therapy. Nothing says self-discovery like a good right hook to the face. Now, let's dig into the film's juicy themes and symbolism. Fight Club tackles the emptiness of consumer culture head-on. Our narrator is trapped in a cycle of buying things he doesn't need to impress people he doesn't like. It's the IKEA catalog come to life, with a side of existential dread. I'd flip through catalogs and wonder, what kind of dining set defines me as a person? Tyler Durden represents the antithesis of this lifestyle. He's all about living on the edge and rejecting materialism. He's the devil on your shoulder whispering, "Do you really need those matching curtains?" The film also explores modern masculinity and the feeling of disconnection in an increasingly superficial world. The Fight Club itself is a response to this alienation, a place where men can express raw emotion and reclaim their primal instincts. It's the ultimate bromance, where blood and sweat replace small talk and high fives. Finally, the duality of human nature is a central theme. The narrator and Tyler are two sides of the same coin: order versus chaos, sanity versus madness. Spoiler alert, Tyler is not just a bad influence, he's the narrator's alter ego, a manifestation of his suppressed desires and anger. Finally, the duality of human nature is a central theme. The narrator and Tyler are two sides of the same coin: order versus chaos, sanity versus madness. Spoiler alert, Tyler is not just a bad influence, he's the narrator's alter ego, a manifestation of his suppressed desires and anger. It's a plot twist so iconic, even M. Night Shyamalan had to sit down for a moment. Director David Fincher brings his signature style to Fight Club, with a gritty aesthetic that captures the film's dark themes. The use of desaturated colors and frenetic editing reflects the chaos within the narrator's mind. It's like watching a beautifully composed train wreck, and you just can't look away. Fincher's attention to detail is evident throughout, from the subliminal flashes of Tyler early in the film to the ingenious use of CGI that keeps viewers on edge. It's a visual symphony of madness that plays perfectly with the narrative. Let's talk Easter eggs, those sneaky little details that Fincher and his team scattered throughout the film like breadcrumbs for the observant viewer. Subliminal Tyler. Before Tyler officially appears, he's flashed on the screen in for different scenes. Blink, and you might miss him. Starbucks cups. Nearly every scene features a Starbucks cup, subtly mocking the pervasive nature of corporate culture. Now, if only Tyler had invented pumpkin spice lattes. Cigarette burns. Fincher uses cigarette burns, or real change markers, reminiscent of the film industry itself, adding a meta layer to the viewing experience. The narrator's name. Although the narrator is unnamed, fans speculate his name might be Jack, based on his references to "I Am Jack's Organ," or maybe he's just really into organ impersonations. These details enrich the film, offering keen-eyed fans plenty to ponder long after the credits roll. Now, let's tackle the controversial ending. With skyscrapers crumbling and pixies, "Where's My Mind?" playing, we watch as the narrator takes a stand against his own anarchic creation. By defeating Tyler, he attempts to reclaim his identity. But is it a victory, or merely the beginning of another cycle? The destruction of the financial building signifies a cleansing, a reset of sorts, where society's obsession with material wealth is obliterated. It's a cathartic moment that raises questions about the price of freedom and self-discovery. Fight Club didn't just make waves, it made a tidal impact on pop culture. From its commentary on masculinity to its critique of consumerism, The film has sparked endless debates and discussions. It's a staple of film studies classes, and its influence can be seen in everything from other movies to TV shows and beyond. Whether you love it, hate it, or love to hate it, Fight Club remains a landmark in cinema. A movie that challenges viewers to question the norms and examine the chaos within. And there you have it, our deep dive into the wild world of Fight Club. Remember, the first rule of Fight Club is, well, you know the rest. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more deep dives into cinematic masterpieces. Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and remember you are not your khakis.
She got a body like a goddess, and she talks so sweet. It's like I can't believe I'm the one that she wanted. And if I'm really being honest,